Hey y'all, Joefer here, the Cranky Old Gay Guy. It is hot as hot molasses, I guess. What is it? It's just under 100 and it's 12:20 a.m. It was 80 degrees when I went to bed and 70 degrees when I get up, and I am loving it. So last night, let me tell you, last night I tried to upload for over an hour and it just wasn't happening. It was a short video just to let you know what was going on in my day. But it was frustrating. Did it make me cranky? A little bit. So today I'm going to talk about a letter I got yesterday from a company. Let me put on my nerd glasses. From a company called EXL. And what it is, it's stating that they have been hired by my insurance company, health insurance company, to gather some information, and it's required under law that I reply to them within 10 days. So what it is, they asked me about my hospital injury or illness. They wanted to know what it was. They wanted to know when it happened, where it happened, on whose property did it happen. Were you in someone else's car? Were you in your car? And then it's asking for my employer's name and my employer's insurance carrier, which doesn't make any sense. And then it asks if there was any kind of an accident. Well, no, and no, and no, and no, and no. And then on the back of the form, it asks the other party's name, the other party's liability insurance, and who their lawyer is or who my lawyer is. And then in a small paragraph underneath, it states that by filing this form, we will be able to go after whoever is responsible for this. And any settlement you might get, we will take whatever your insurance company has paid, we'll take that out of the settlement before you get anything. And it just doesn't sound right. I've never heard of EXL, but it had my insurance company's logo up in the right-hand corner in black and white. Now, everything that my insurance company sends out has a color logo. The only time it's ever not colored is they always send a instruction sheet in multiple languages, and it's just a Xerox copy, and that one comes out as black and white. But they still have their full logo. My insurance company has two logos with their brand. This thing that was sent to me only has one. So I called my insurance company, and the person I talked to said they'd never heard of this company, and that they do not hire outside agencies to try to collect money and ask personal information. They said that they would never ask you those personal questions. And I'm looking at it. It's not real personal. It doesn't ask my name, although that's typed in here. It doesn't ask for my member number. And by the way, the number that they have is not my insurance member number. And the person I talked to on the phone said they didn't know what that number was for. Something probably made up. And then it says service dates, which should go back to June when I first went in the hospital. Instead, it goes back to October 25th, 2018 to June 18th, 2025, which is how long I've had this insurance. So it really has nothing to do with my stay at the hospital or my treatment. So it's a phishing thing. And I talked to my insurance company for probably 20 minutes. And they did say that 3 other people in the last week have called in about outside scammers trying to get information from them in the mail. It's like an email from a Nigerian prince, only this is someone in Pittsburgh. So they told me not to send it. And then I said, well, there's also a link. I could either fill out this form or I could go online and fill it out. And the link goes to https://socratessurvey.exlservice.com. Well, why would a survey company why would it send me to a survey? That doesn't make sense. So while the insurance company was on the phone, they Googled EXL and I Googled EXL. And I found that the EXL I found... Hey, Google, stop. Hey, Google, stop. Oh. Hey, Google, stop. Oh, my God. Electronics. I get it from my phone, and I get it from the Google Pod. Okay, EXL turns out that, like I said, they are a recruiter, that they want you to sign up for a membership, and then, they're going to headhunt for you, try to find you a job. And it was listed as a high-risk scammy site. And people who had signed up said we were required to pay a fee for their services and you get nothing out of it. Now, that was for XL service, but the logo is just XL. The link goes to XL service survey. So it's a scam. And this goes to EXL Health, which I don't know what that's supposed to be. EXL Health, because an EXL service survey doesn't sound like a health thing. Anyway, it just made me cranky that I started to fill out the form and found that the form didn't make a lot of sense to me, and that's why I called the insurance company, and that it didn't really ask for any personal information, which was also odd, because when it comes to health issues or insurance issues, they want to know your birth date at least, then your social security number, and this doesn't ask for any of that. And the fact that the dates were way off told me something was wrong. But it makes me cranky that someone like, if my parents were still alive and they received a letter like this, my mother would have filled it out and mailed it in. And I mean, even if it had asked for financial information, she probably would have done it because her insurance company's logo is on the letterhead. So that makes me cranky that they're just out there trying to screw people over. And that's about it. I am going to take the rest of the afternoon and go to the river. I'm going to go to the river and through the woods, and I'm sure there's no grandmas, but there are grandpas up there. And that's what I'm going to do today, because it is so warm in the house, but it's even warmer outside the house, and I need to be next to a big body of water. And if there are some pretty things to look at, all the better. So I'm going to take off and let you all go. Thanks for tuning in. Your viewership and subscriptions are much appreciated. Stay cranky, my friends. Let's say friend. Stay cranky, my friend. Well, I have a question for y'all. Is grammatically, if I want to say stay cranky, my friend, exclamation point, stay cranky, period, after that. Or would I say, stay cranky, my friend, period, and then stay cranky, exclamation point? Or would it read, stay cranky, my friend, comma, stay cranky with an exclamation point? What are your thoughts? How many of you are editors out there? Please let me know. So I'm going to say, stay cranky, my friend, stay cranky. Bye-bye.